Minigames, minigames, minigames. Why is there so many minigames? Wait a minute. There's not that many minigames in this game. So what am I complaining about? Hey everybody, this is Double RPG, and welcome to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP. In today's episode, we are going to be getting into the minigames here at Disney Town, and then we will finish up this world. And now that I think about it, we will not go into the sewer because it's pretty much the same thing as when playing as Terra and Vin when going through that part. So we won't bother going through that part in any way whatsoever, nor any of the battles, as we'll just get on with this world with the mini games right here, since they're more important than going into the sewers. But anyway, on with the episode that's already in progress. And as you can tell from the beginning parts of the Let's Play here, we are playing the Ice Cream Beat minigame right now, and we're playing a different game, or we're playing a different tune. And for those of you listening to the game, the tune is actually from Kingdom Hearts 1, which is the Gummy Ship, Blast Off Gummy Ship number 2, the second rendition of the song. So, yeah. And we have completed it. It's really fast-paced and a lot more intricate than the "It's a Small World" song. I mean, hey, you got to keep the mini games going, and with the or Blast Away Gummy Ship too. But you have to keep the mini games going, and to make sure that they are more challenging than the previous one. So yeah, I can understand that. You know, being a bit more challenging than the others. Or than the other song. So, I would be definitely looking forward to playing more of the songs that they have in store for the mini games, or the other tracks, or the other opponents. You know, when I'm talking about Ice Cream Beat, Rumble Racing, or Fruit Ball. So now, as you can see right now, we are getting into Rumble Racing, and it's pretty much the same track that we're playing when we played as Terra. So we're not going to be taking any longer routes, and we're not going to be trying to get anything different in terms of, tracks or whatever. So, bollocks. And I really like that with Aqua's Keyblade, is that it actually looks like she's shooting she's using bow and arrows. It makes her look like the archer type. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And there is the smart mouth Huey. He'll always try to do everything to get in first place. And out of all of Donald Duck's nephews, I would say that Huey is probably the most rambunctious, even though he is the leader of the nephews. So, yeah. And I could even tell that it's true, because if you take a look at the ending cinematic at the end of the final episode, when they show off the whole cast for the game, you can actually tell that Huey was using all sorts of means to try to get first place in the races. So, or in the race. So, yeah, little tidbit right there. Little jerk. Is that how he does it? I just can't even get Russi Taylor's voice down for the character. She does it a lot better. Just like how Wayne Allwine was a really good voice for Mickey. I think he was possibly the successor for Walt Disney, in terms of the voice. The perfect successor. Not to say that whoever played him and Brett Iwan, being good voices, but Wayne Allwine was a pretty decent Mickey Mouse voice, for the squeaky clean image that he was, and probably still is at this point, when Epic Mickey right now is trying to get him, or trying to market him as a mischievous character, or just get him back to the mischievous and dark side of his personality from past installments of cartoons that Mickey has kind of shown, kind of like with Fantasia. So, yeah, definitely seeing how that's going to go. And as far as reviews for Epic Mickey goes, they haven't, as far as they have gone for the past few months, I would say that the reviews for the game haven't been getting that heavily favorable because people complain about the camera, in which Warren Spector actually kind of made a rebuttal towards that. So I think it's a really good game, honestly. I don't know why I haven't been playing it more, but yeah, that game is really fun, and I suggest if any of you have a Wii and you haven't even tried it yet, I suggest you give it a try. I mean, sure, it's kind of like, it kind of has that feeling of a 3D platforming game, kind of like Mario Galaxy or Banjo-Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day, but at least it has different mechanics that weren't even present in those games. So yeah, it's a lot different. But really fun. And for those of you who are wondering if I'm going to be doing a review of Epic Mickey, I will at some point. I don't know when, but I still need to buy the game, and it's been kind of a hassle for me to try and buy the game because of money issues, and since I'm out of a job at the moment, I want to get a job, and I want to work my career, but when I'm working at a job and having fun at my job, trying to make a career of what I want to do, I want to be able to make some income, so at least I can, continue with what I'm doing right now, as a freelance thing, so, yeah. But anyway, what am I blabbing on about my job for? We're playing Fruit Ball at the moment. We already completed Rumble Racing, and yeah, we got first place in Rumble Racing, if any of you were paying attention from what was going on, and instead of just, listening to me. But hey, I gotta try and commentate to keep the thing going all right here. I know I tend to repeat myself, but yeah, that's the point of a commentary, or a point of a Let's Play, is that you gotta do commentary to, try to keep people interested in what you're showing. And pretty much with the mini games, kind of like with Terra, Vin, and Aqua, they're pretty much the same. So nothing new has been added, except things are kind of a little bit harder since we're playing against those types of unversed that are the shoes or whatever, or the boots. So yeah, but I think we will still be able to beat them all right. And we got about close to 45 seconds left on the clock, and we're still doing okay. These types of unversed are a little bit harder to fight off against because they're not, I guess it's because of their difficulty, because you could already tell from when we were fighting against the big types as Terra and Vin, they were pretty much a cakewalk, and this is becoming a bit of a bit more intricate, and it's a bit more harder. Or wait a minute, they're both the same. Yeah, I'll just go easy here and say that it's a bit more difficult, but we're doing okay. I mean, we have 10 more seconds. Just be sure we keep the fruit away from their goals and try to make points at our own goal, and we should be able to do fine right about now. And yes, we defeated them 19-15. It was a tight game, but hey, we at least did ourselves justice. So we completed that minigame, and we are treated with a cutscene where Horace is really happy that we taught those monsters a lesson. And here comes Queen Minnie telling us congratulations on the game. And there's Pluto next to us.
My dear, I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much. Who are you? I'm Minnie.
And she's our queen.
Oh, please excuse me, Your Majesty. Where are my manners? My name is Aqua.
There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Minnie.
A lot of kings and queens, or some people of high status, usually tend to be informal because they don't really like their status, or they don't want to be so formal with their status. They want to try to be informal, just like most of us do. And I think it's really nice because you don't want someone to be a stiff neck when they're, high in power.
How about that Pete, though? Captain Justice My Hide.
Captain Justice My Iron Fanny.
Wait, you're saying his real name is Pete?
Yep, Peg Leg Pete. And that costume that he's wearing is just a get-up.
That get-up was just an act to get folks to vote for him. He wants to win the Million Dreams Award and hog the prize.
Million Dreams Award?
Yep. Horace just pretty much explained it thoroughly like that.
We all vote for
The
who
getup is
the
just an act,
Aqua citizen is.
and it's just...
But Pete seems to have the wrong idea. He thinks that dressing up as a hero
He's not
and
doing
claiming
the
to
right
be
thing
one
because he
will
just
really
only
help
cares
us.
about himself. He's a peg leg, and
What really makes someone a hero isn't what they wear or what they say.
Mm-hmm.
It's the things they do and how they treat everyone.
you couldn't have said it better.
Well, in my book, Aqua here is #1.
And
You
Queen
got
Minnie
my
seems to
heart
have a hard
and
time
soul.
trying to manage things by herself when
Thanks,
King
Horace.
Mickey is
I
out
promise I'll try not to let you down.
learning about the troubles within
See
the
that
Disney
you don't.
worlds, and
My vote's very important.
Oh dear, he sounds serious.
Being popular is tough.
so yeah, we have completed Disney Town, and we are now treated to the Million Dreams Award ceremony.
Win this year's Million Dreams Award.
Yep, it's the same as before, but this time we are winning the prize as Aqua.
Now that we got so much business at the shop, maybe we'll be #1. Wow, Uncle Scrooge sure would be proud of us if we actually won. Yeah, and I bet Uncle Donald would be pretty surprised too. Hello everyone, and thank you for waiting. Now it's time to begin the main event of our Dream Festival, the Million Dreams Award presentation.
Just skip to the part where you say my name. This is a shoe-in.
Oh, how very exciting! This year, we have multiple winners. The Million Dreams Award goes to Ventus, Aqua, and Terra. All 3 of you.
Yep, I thought so.
You mean Ven and Tara were here?
What do you mean?
Ugh. Someone coming here to cause trouble again.
Everybody voted for Captain Justice.
And we've already seen this scene before, so I wouldn't be surprised about what is going on. I mean, I'm sure there is a following who
Better
like
find the other one.
Pete as a character. I mean, I don't personally mind him. It's just that it's just that what he's trying to do is really exaggerated, and he's more the comical relief as a villain instead of just
We counted the votes very carefully. Ventus, Aqua, and Terra
dark-sided
won.
figure, kind of like
I think you tried to do something
Maleficent,
good, but
or
you did it for the wrong reasons.
I would say the devil from
Still, a
Fantasia.
couple of citizens must have thought you had goodness in you because you actually got a few votes. They knew you were looking out for them.
Big whoop. I don't need their lousy votes.
But
Just come
I guess
from my
beggars can't be
side.
choosers when it comes to the different character types.
Because they believe in you and care about you. How could you look down
He was
on them?
he was sort of a kind-hearted figure in in Steamboat Willie, or yeah, Steamboat Willie. But he still was sort of a jerk. But at least he wasn't all that evil and whatnot. Not until just yet. I mean, probably a good game where has a really good villainous figure would probably the Magical Quest series. You know, the Super Nintendo platformer that was made by Disney and Capcom. Or that was made by Capcom and published by Disney Interactive.
What? No, you can't. No. Hey, easy. Ow.
So, yeah, that would be a good example of just, you know, probably a really good villain for Pete to be in. You know, if you were to take a look at his some of his other works where he's actually more in that comical situation like right now. So, yeah. Pete actually was a very good villain in the first Magical Quest game. You know, when he kidnapped Pluto and you're playing as Mickey and you're wearing all those different magical get-ups
Just missed
to get through some of those hard parts, whether it's to fight off enemies or to get onto platforms, that kind of stuff. I will be thinking about doing a review of that game sometime soon, so yeah, it should be a good one.
Now, I hereby present the Million Dreams Award as a token of how much you matter to us. Congratulations!
Thank you, everyone.
And as an extra treat, we've created something special. An ice cream flavor just for you. Royal Berry Ice Cream!
Royal Berry,
Oh my, how wish I had my own ice cream flavor.
What's it taste like? Go on, try it.
It just looks like a regular ice cream cone. Just looks like regular ice cream in a waffle cone. I thought it was going to be something a little bit different.
Delicious. You couldn't have picked a better flavor.
Oh, we're all very glad you're enjoying it.
Must be very privileging. Must be very rewarding, awarding or rewarding or whatever to have your own ice cream flavor like that. I probably would, if I were to choose between the three characters of which ice cream flavor I would probably want more. I would probably want Terra's because that looks really good. The Rock and Crunch ice cream or whatever that looked like a popsicle. But yeah, that would be really a good ice cream if they can manage to mass produce that and get it out in the market. I'm sure it would be a million seller. But oh well. And as you can see, this is the final scene for today's episode where Pete is going to get out of the prison that Queen Minnie has placed him in, and he is going to be working for Maleficent from now on, and we'll see where his performance in Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance will lead us. We'll see how far that goes, or maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, but we'll have to see. So, yeah, I think right now is probably a good spot where we can go ahead and end our episode of this Let's Play right here. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PSP, we are going into the next world, which will be the Olympus Coliseum, and we'll see how far along we get from there, but I'm pretty sure we will be going through that whole the whole chapter of that world. So, anyway, take care of yourselves, gamers, and if you haven't done so already, please go check out my review of the game over at GotGame.com, and I'll catch you on the next episode. See you guys then.